Okay, what we are going to do is calculate original amount after a percentage change. If there is percent increase or decrease in a certain commodity, how do we find the original amount of that commodity? So let's look at examples. Your first example is that you bought a new dress for $60. So this is the price that you paid for the dress at a discount of 10%. And this was the discount that you paid. That means whatever the dress costed, you paid 90%. Because total was 100%. If you got a discount, that means you paid 90% of the original price to buy that dress. Which means 90% of the original price, which is X, was $60 because you paid 60 for it. And if you write this equation, 90% of X is 60 or 0.90. Now, why have we used 0.90 for 90%? Because 90% means, as you know, by 100. 90 over 100. And 90 over 100 means decimal 90. With 2 digits here, the decimal point which was here moves 2 digits towards the left. This is just a division of your decimals. So X will be equal to 60 divided by decimal 90. This is, why do we do this? If 3x, I'm just giving you an example, why decimal 90 is 60 is divided by decimal 90, 3x is 60, or you can give 3x is, say 3x is 90. Then to remove, because you need to find x, to remove 3, you divide both the sides by 3. This is balancing the equation, and this gets cancelled. X is 90 divided by 3, which is 30. So similarly here, when you're solving, you divide both the sides by decimal 90 to find X, which was your original price. This gets cancelled. You are left with X is equal to 60 divided by decimal 90, which is $66.67. Let's take another example. The length of the wire was reduced by 40%. If new length is 12 meter, what was the original length? If whole length of wire was 100%, so original length was reduced by 40%. That means you are left with 60% of the original length, and 60% of the original length is actually 12 meters. So, because the new length is 12 meters, so your equation will be 60% of the original length, x is 12 meters, or 60% of x is equal to 12 meter. X, as we had done again, 0.60. The 60% means decimal 60x is 12. Divide both sides by 60. And you get x is equal to 12 divided by 60, which is equal to 20 meters. So the original length was 20 meters and it was reduced by 40%, and the new length was 12 meters. So this is the way. Another example, when there is an increase, length of the wire was increased by 40%. Now if the new length is 12 meter, what was the original? So it is increased, so definitely the original length will be smaller than 12 meters, right? Because now the original length was increased to 12 meters and it was increased by 40%. So we want to know what was the original length. Now see carefully. 100% of the original length plus 40% of the new length. 40% of the original length gives you the new length. So new length is actually 100% of original length plus 40% of the new length, which means 100% of original length plus 40% of original length will give you 140% of original length will be equal to 12, or 140% of x is 12, and same way here the decimal will come here because this means 140 divided by 100. So 2 zeros, decimal is here, it will move to the left here. So you get 1.540, x is 12 and x is 12 divided by 1.40, which is 8.6 meters. Another example, your original marks in the test increased by 25% as one question was not marked. If new marks were 50, what were your original marks? Let's look at this. 100% of your original marks, whatever were there, plus 25% of those marks made together, added together, gave you 50. Because 25% of those marks were increased and total were 50. Now 125, these are added, percent of original marks were 50. So 125% of x is 50, which is 1.25x is 50. 50, x will be 50 divided by 1.25. So 40 were your original marks. And you can check your answer also. 25% of 40 is equal to 0.25 into 40, which is equal to 10. So 10 marks were increased. 40 plus 10 is your new marks were 40 plus 10, which is 50. I hope this is clear. You can read this again. As I'll say, 100% of your original marks plus 25% of your original marks together made 50. You got 50. 125% of original marks, because these are added, will be 50. And then you can solve. 125% of x was 50. 50 is equal to, x is equal to 50 divided by 1.25. I hope this is clear, and if there are any questions, please write back to me.